Game driver for our photo safari through Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, I did say photo safari, so I do hope you have your cameras ready to take lots of pictures. So do me one small favor, hold on to those cameras tightly. See, I am not allowed to stop for any dropped items once we're inside the reserve. That does include hats, bags, glasses, cameras, and people. So make sure everyone stays fully and completely seated at all times. Now, if you have any little ones that are having trouble seeing, they're welcome to sit on your lap. Only thing I ask is that they remain in a seated position. Please do not let them stand up, and especially do not hold them up in the air like Simba. Jumbo, folks, how you doing? Jumbo! Where are you going?
Well, how are you?
Where are you going? Me too! I'll see you guys there, okay? Awesome.
I don't want to go anymore. Turn this truck around, please.
Now, make sure folks have those cameras out and ready, because here we go. So we're starting off here in the Little Etruria Forest. Forest is the key word. Lots of trees, lots of bushes, and lots of places for the animals to hide behind. It's a natural reaction to predators, but luckily we've been traveling through here so long, they're pretty used to us by now. In fact, look over there to your right-hand side, we've got a family of okapi.
Ooh.
Okapi are commonly confused for zebras because of the stripes on their legs, but they're actually the only known relative to the giraffe.
Wow.
Extremely shy and reclusive animals, they weren't even discovered in the Western world until about 1901. Now we're coming up here to the watering hole, a very important gathering place in the forest. Hang out here long enough, you'll see all kinds of animals come by. Now sometimes, if we're lucky, we get to spot a black rhino or two. Though these days it's getting a lot more difficult. Due to poaching, there are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the world. Now you know. And knowing's half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Now there's a large black and white bird up on that nest there to our right. That's a saddle-billed stork. They stand about 5 feet tall and they have a wingspan of 8 to 9 feet. And here are a group of bongos amongst the trees. Bongos are extremely shy and reclusive animals, earning them the nickname ghosts of the forest. Their horns face backwards towards their bodies, which gives them that extra little speed and dexterity through the trees.
Where's the baby? Took it.
Now we're making our way over towards the Safi River. Great place to see some Nile hippos. Now hippos are one of the larger mammals, weighing in well over 5,000 pounds. In order to keep that large body nice and cool, you usually find them submerged underwater, which is not a problem because they can hold their breath for about 8 minutes at a time. Now that ability to stay underwater so long can make it difficult to spot them sometimes, especially on this side of the river. But I'm pretty sure we'll have some good luck just around the riverbed. All right, I told you folks, beautiful hippos up here on the side of the water.
Ooh.
Now, would you look at that? Now, we did drive over some pretty rough road, as you can tell. We also have to cross some rather old bridges, and well, now is one of those times. But don't worry, it's not really the bridge I'm concerned about. It's what lives underneath. Ladies and gentlemen, beware of the Nile crocodile.
Ooh.
18 to 20 feet long, can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. Now they have a snapping power of about 2,000 pounds per square inch, which will pretty much crush anything that happens to be in its way. And it looks like we're almost there. All right, we made it. So now we're going to head over to one of my favorite parts of the reserve, and that is the savannah. It's a completely different ecosystem, and it's all to completely different animals. And speaking of different, coming up on the right-hand side is a pretty unique species of tree. It's called a baobab tree. Baobabs have been nicknamed the upside-down tree because they go leafless 9 months out of the year. Some baobabs are thought to be well over 1,000 years old.
Wow.
Now this right here is one of my favorite views of the entire reserve. The Serengeti grassland stretch for hundreds of miles across East Africa. It's a super highway for migrating animals, as well as home to much more recognizable ones like lions, cheetahs, and giraffe. This is one of the reasons that we are trying so desperately to preserve this natural Africa. Now, as you look out into this beautiful area here, we have the best landscapers available, the animals themselves. The elephants are your bulldozers. They'll knock over the larger, older trees to get to the nice tender leaves on top. Giraffes, the pruning shears. They keep the leaves nice and trim up there, as well as letting in plenty of light down to the grass below. Once that grows, the mowers, your antelopes and wildebeests, they will mow down that grass and then leave it up to the little trimmers like warthogs and Thompson's gazelles to keep the edges nice and neat. That's in the balanced and natural system. There's plenty of food for everyone. Now right up here we've got some adorable springbok. Springbok go about 3 feet tall, 100 pounds. Get their name from their ability to spring into the air 10 to 11 and a half feet high. Back there in the corner are some sable antelopes, emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Their horns are about 50 to 60 inches long. Then right up here is my favorite animal, the beautiful reticulated giraffe. Giraffes stand about 18 to 20 feet tall. They only need 30 minutes of sleep a day. Then they eat for 18 to 20 hours. Now reticulated giraffes have that smooth net-like pattern to their coat, as well as that light brown color. Now I point that out because hopefully we'll get to see one of the other subspecies that's around here on the reserve, the Maasai giraffe, and once you see it you'll be able to tell the difference. These large piles of sand are termite mounds, as hard as concrete. Elephants use them as a scratching post, and once they're worn down, smaller animals like the springbok use them as a lookout to spot for lions or cheetahs hiding in the tall grass. I do see several animals coming up ahead here off of that open plain. Oh, looks like there's another reticulated giraffe in the bushes here on the left-hand side. That's a beautiful picture right there. Now over to our right-hand side, we've got several different animals. First one right here, black and gray, those are wildebeests, to some also in the bushes here to the left. Wildebeests are one of the large migrations that travel across the African savanna. Now they're also referred to as gnus, G-N-U, because of the call they make to each other. Kind of sounds like this. Gnur. Back over there in the corner, you'll see an animal with very long horns. Those are Ankole cattle. Those horns can grow up to 6 feet long, be 20 inches around, and they're not solid. Blood actually circulates through those horns. Then the brownish ones here, those are Patterson's eland. Eland are the largest antelope, and a Patterson will get about 6 feet tall at the shoulder, weigh up to 2,000 pounds. Now here's the Maasai giraffe I was hoping for you to get to see. Notice how its pattern's a lot darker. Also has more of an irregular shape to it. It's also a little smaller physically. And I think it's posing for you.
Aww.
Now I do see some more up ahead here. Another giraffe on the left-hand side. Oh, hey there.
It's ignoring you. That's awesome. Yeah.
Now we're heading over to one of pretty cool areas, elephant country. Not only are we keeping our eyes out for the majestic African elephant, we're also looking for some mandrill monkeys. Mandrills are known for brightly colored markings on their noses of red and blue. Oh, looks like we're in luck today, folks. Large troop of mandrills right over here. Largest one there, the dominant male. Males are the only ones that'll get that large. Also, their colors are going to be the brightest to attract the females. And he's the only one that carries his marking on his backside.
Oh, yep. There it is.
Now, sometimes around here I can pick up a local radio station or two. So I'm going to put some music on. There we go. All right, folks, just to sit back and relax, we're going to make our way over to the red clay pits. Elephants love to dig and play in this clay. They also eat it for beneficial minerals they don't always receive in their food. Oh, you know this song too? Great song. It's been in the top 20 for
Ever?
Let's see, nothing over there. Oh boy. I have to make a confession, folks. This bridge makes me really nervous. It's the oldest bridge on the reserve, and, well, just by looking at it, you can tell it's definitely seen better days. But you know what? I'm probably overreacting. I'm sure everything will be just... What was that?
Creaking noise? That doesn't sound good.
Whoa! Oh, yes! Everyone! Lean to the right! Lean to the right! Lean to the right! Okay, let's get out of here.
What was that?
Is everybody okay? Didn't lose anybody, did we?
Yeah.
I hope not.
The whole front row.
Okay, well, let's see. Oh, well, here are the clay pits I was telling you about. Oh, wow. Folks, look at these tusk marks. There were definitely some elephants here. Oh, there they are.
Smell them.
Now, elephants are a herd society by nature. They stay in herds their entire lives. Females teach the children everything they need to know, and while the men, they leave about 13 to 15 years old. Also, females carry their children for 22 months. One of the greatest threats facing elephants today are humans. Humans, poachers will attack them for their ivory tusks, and due to habitat destruction, many elephants are forced to share land directly with humans, which can lead to some pretty dangerous situations for both. Of course, here on the reserve, we're doing all we can to help protect them, and you can help too. Supporting conservation organizations and educational programs are a great way to start. See, the more that we learn about these animals, the better we can protect them. Beautiful herd right here, a couple of young ones, as you can see. Oh, there's the baby. He's so cute. Now, we've actually been studying their communications and their interactions to see what it is exactly they need to survive in the wild. Oh, there's a nice view right there. And we're coming up here on some beautiful flamingos. These are actually greater flamingo, the lightest pink of the flamingo species. Get their color from the brine shrimp they eat. towards the east side of the savannah. Great place to see some white rhino. Now, though much has gone into the protection of the white rhino, they are still in danger to this day. Ruthless poachers will sneak their way onto the largest, most well-known reserves in Africa in order to hunt them down. See, their horns fetch a very high price on the black market. And these poachers are not only ruthless, they have state-of-the-art equipment and are well-backed financially, which is why we must work that much harder to ensure the safety of these animals. Well, there were definitely some rhinos around here earlier. It's one of the mud pits they love to bathe in. Helps keep them cool. Also works as a sunblock for them as well. Oh, there they are, right over there to our right-hand side. 5,000 pounds and can charge up to 35 miles an hour.
Sorry, I'm focusing on the driver.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be very careful here because we just entered cheetah country.
Yeah! Love me some cheetah.
As we turn the corner here, folks, you're going to look to your left because laying right out there on top of that hill are two cheetahs. Right up there. Cheetahs are the fastest land mammal, top average speed of about 60 miles an hour. Not meant for long distances, though. It's only short bursts, maybe several hundred yards at a time. Now we're making our way over here to the Cobies. These large rock formations attract predatory animals, gives them a great overview of the savannah. So who do you think we're going to see here? I'll give you a hint. Their Swahili name is Simba.
Ooh, lions.
And look who's sleeping right over here.
Oh yeah.
Lions are inactive 18 to 20 hours out of the day, so this is what they do best. Females are the hunters. They'll go out in the evening, gather the food for the pride, while the men stay back and protect the children. The gentlemen seem to enjoy that theory very well.
Oh yeah. It's the truth.
Looks like the white rhinos are still hanging out over there. I was facing off with one of the trucks over there. Now here's some warthog burrows. Warthogs use their razor-sharp tusks and snouts to dig out these burrows, and this is actually where they sleep. Now, it looks like they're back in the corner here.
Pumbaa.
Coming up are some ostrich eggs to our left-hand side. They're about 3 pounds each. There's another view of the rhinos over here. Now this area up ahead is actually a great place to keep an eye out for migratory species passing through. And I've heard we've seen a couple different species like zebra come by, so we'll see if there's anything here right now. Seems pretty quiet. A little too quiet. conservationists all over the world. Though there's been a lot of success, there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. The ultimate goal is to find that balance between the needs of the humans and the needs of the animals, because that way, everybody wins. Now, I really do hate to say this, folks, but it looks like this is the end of our journey together. And I do hope you enjoyed yourselves and are looking forward to a lot more adventure out there in the village of Harambe. Might I suggest the Pangani Forest Trail? There you can see some gorillas, meerkats, oh, even some naked mole rats. Now here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye. It's just too sad. So instead, we're going to say Kwaharini, which means to go well. So, Kwaharini, everyone.
Kwaharini!
We'll be moving up in just a second, folks. Now, remember I was telling you about that